Hello mates, my name is David and this is experimental classes for ACE 535 Design of Electromechanical Systems, and I will present to you my experiment, the jumping ring experiment, based on Len'z laws. The experiment was conceived by a metal rod placed in the core of the coil with a high number of turns connected to the mains. A ring made of aluminum or copper is inserted in the core and rests over a plate placed at the coil top. When it's applied a varying current on the coil, a varying magnetic field is produced. This magnetic field induces a voltage on the secondary, and consequently a high short-circuit current flows on the ring. By Len'z law, this current has a direction that creates a field opposed to the field generated by the coil. The electric current generated in the ring is proportional to the induced magnetomotive force that depends on magnetic flux variation crossing the rings. The primary current can be represented per the magnitude of a current times the sine omega t, and the vertical component of the magnetic flux generated is phi sub v. It's equal to magnitude of phi sub v times sine omega t. Therefore, by the Faraday's law, the electromotive force induced is E it's equal to minus phi sub v times omega times cosine omega t. The current circulating in the ring can be represented as I sub A is equal to minus F sub V divided per R times cosine omega t, where R is the ohmic resistance of the ring. The forces acting between two currents are proportional to their product. Earlier than it was expected, the experiment shows a failure in the coil. Due to a high temperature, it begins to it shows some smoke in the air, and we strongly believe that this is due to a high current passing through the primary. Back into the basics, we evaluate the reluctance equations, and we understand that the higher reluctance will be through the air. Once the length of the rod it was so high, the reluctance was so high, and the current needed to generate the magnetomotive force was so high that it burns the copper, burns the varnish, and begins to generate some smokes. And we stopped the experiment earlier than later.
Mano, tá pegando fogo.